Listen to me. What I'm about to say is not comfortable, and it's not meant to be, because comfort has already taken enough from you. This is not about hype. This is not about noise. This is about control. Control over your mind, control over your habits, control over your life. And that control starts with one word: discipline. Not motivation, not talent, not luck, discipline. Because motivation fades. Talent is wasted without structure. Luck is unreliable. But discipline is dependable. Discipline shows up when you don't feel like it. Discipline works when nobody is watching. Discipline carries you when confidence disappears. And until discipline becomes your foundation, your life will always feel unstable. Most people think they need more inspiration. They don't. They need fewer excuses. They think the problem is external, the economy, the people around them, their past, their circumstances. But the real problem is internal. They let feelings lead, and feelings are dangerous leaders. Your feelings will tell you to stop when you should continue. Your feelings will tell you to rest when you should push. Your feelings will tell you to quit when the breakthrough is close. Feelings are temporary, but the decisions you make while listening to them, those decisions last. Discipline is what protects you from your weakest moments. Let me tell you something important. You don't lack potential. You lack structure. You don't lack ability. You lack consistency. You don't lack intelligence. You lack self-command. And self-command is built through discipline. Not once, not sometimes, but daily. The world has sold you a lie. It told you to follow your heart, to do what feels right, to wait until you're ready. But readiness is a feeling, and feelings are unreliable. You don't wait to feel disciplined. You act disciplined, and the feeling follows. Action first, emotion later. That's the order successful people live by. Every day you wake up at war, not with the world, with yourself. The version of you that wants comfort, the version of you that wants shortcuts, the version of you that wants to delay responsibility. And every day one of those versions wins. There is no neutral day. There is no just getting by. You are either building momentum or losing it. Discipline decides which direction you move. Let me be very clear. Nobody is coming to save you. No perfect moment is coming. No magical opportunity will suddenly make things easy. This is it. This moment, this season, this struggle. And discipline is how you survive it and rise above it. People want success without sacrifice. They want results without routine. They want rewards without repetition. But repetition is the price. Waking up early, even when tired, training, even when sore, learning, even when bored, showing up, even when unnoticed, that's the cost. And most people don't fail because the cost is too high. They fail because they refuse to pay it daily. Discipline is not dramatic, it's quiet. It's simple. It's repetitive. It's doing the same right things again and again, especially when no one is clapping. And that's why discipline works. Because while others are distracted by noise, disciplined people are stacking progress. Let me talk to you about boredom. Boredom is where discipline is tested, because discipline is not exciting. It doesn't give instant rewards. It doesn't always feel meaningful in the moment. But boredom is where habits are forged. If you can stay consistent when it's boring, you become unstoppable when it matters. Most people overestimate what they can do in one day and underestimate what they can do in 1 year. Discipline fixes that. It teaches patience. It teaches humility. It teaches long-term thinking. Discipline understands that success is not a moment. It's a process. You must stop negotiating with yourself. Every time you say, just this once, you weaken your standard. Every time you say, I'll do it tomorrow, you delay your destiny. Discipline doesn't negotiate, it executes. It says, this is what we do, no discussion. Let me ask you something hard. If your future self were standing in front of you right now, would they thank you or resent you? Would they be proud of your discipline or disappointed by your excuses? Because your future self is being built by what you do today, not what you plan, not what you talk about, what you do. Discipline is how you earn self-respect. Every promise you keep to yourself strengthens your identity. Every excuse you accept weakens it. And self-respect is everything. When you respect yourself, you don't tolerate nonsense. You don't settle for less. You don't sabotage your own growth. Discipline is self-respect in action. Let's talk about pain, because discipline involves pain, but so does regret. The pain of discipline is temporary. The pain of regret is permanent. Discipline hurts now, regret hurts forever. Choose wisely. You don't need to change your entire life today. You just need to stop betraying yourself. Start small, but start seriously. Wake up when you said you would. Do the work you promised yourself. Finish what you begin. Consistency builds character. Character builds confidence. Discipline also teaches silence. When you're disciplined, you stop explaining yourself. You stop probing. You stop seeking validation. You let results speak. Silence becomes your power. Because real confidence doesn't announce itself. Most people talk more than they work. Disciplined people work more than they talk. That's why they're ahead. You don't need to be extreme. You need to be reliable. Reliable to your routine. Reliable to your standards. Reliable to your word. If you say you're going to do something, do it even when it's hard. Especially when it's hard. Discipline is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary lives. Not by doing extraordinary things once, but by doing ordinary things exceptionally well every day. You don't rise to the level of your dreams. You fall to the level of your discipline. Dreams are easy. Discipline is rare. That's why success is rare. Let me tell you something you need to hear. You already know what to do. You don't need more information. You need more execution. Discipline is execution under pressure. There will be days you don't feel confident. Discipline doesn't require confidence. It creates it. There will be days you don't feel strong. Discipline builds strength. There will be days you don't feel motivated. Discipline replaces motivation. This is not about perfection. It's about direction. one disciplined choice at a time. When discipline becomes your identity, everything changes. You walk differently. You think differently. You speak differently because you trust yourself. And when you trust yourself, fear loses power. Remember this, your habits are louder than your words. Your routine is louder than your dreams. Discipline is the language your future understands. Listen to this message every day if you need to, until discipline becomes automatic, until excuses sound foreign, until action feels natural. Because once discipline leads your life, nothing can stop you, nothing.